is Ben with Acker Outdoors, and today we are going to review the product we're giving away this month. This month we're giving away a Frankford Arsenal rotary tumbler. We got the biggest one that they offer. We decided that most of our shooters are competition shooters, so it'd be best to get the biggest one that has the biggest capacity. From suggestions of our sponsored shooters, they recommended this is probably one of the better rotary tumblers. Obviously, some of you are going to have, bad versions or great ones. So we, just decided this one. So we're going to review this, and we're also giving away Brass Juice case wash. I've heard great things about it. Requires no media. Just the reviews are really good. So we're going to do a comparison of so this is the Frankford Arsenal Easy Sonic Brass Cleaning Solution. So we're going to do a comparison, and according to Frankford Arsenal in their manual, it says you only need media if you're cleaning primer pockets. Well, the brass that I have is all range brass, so none of the primer pockets have been deprimed or anything. So we're gonna do a straight comparison of no media versus no media, and then Brass Juice claims that you can reuse the solution several times. So I've got lots of brass to process, so I'm going to do each of them. It'll be a 2-hour cycle, so we'll do 2 hours with the Sonic, and then we'll do another 2 hours and 2 hours, but 3 sets of brass. So that way we can see, okay, well, this is the first, the cleanest solution. This is a little bit dirtier than the third, and then we'll do the same with Brass Juice. We'll have 3 different ones. We'll have a fresh one, then it'll be second use, third use. Which is nice too, is the mix ratios are the same. It is 40-to-1, or it's going to be 1 ounce to 64 ounces. So maybe that's not right, but we're going to do that's the same because that's what Brass Juice says on their product. So we're going to do the same. So it'll be 1 ounce to 64 ounces of water. Run it for 2 hours. They'll swap out. We'll rinse it out. We'll dry it, and then we'll come back and we'll show you, this is what they look like, and kind of some takeaways from it. So follow along as we get this. Alright, so first batch is done. And pretty freaking impressed. So I'm going to let it dry out. Rinsed out pretty good. But man, that is... So it was pretty good. I'm used to doing dry media, walnut, brush it off, good to go. So really impressed with it. Right now it's about the close to the end of my shift, so tomorrow we're going to start in the morning, 2-hour intervals. So right now, that is after 1 run. You can't really see too much, but it is pretty dirty. So we're going to run 2 more runs through it, and we'll see progressively how dirty it gets and how ineffective the chemical comes from Frankfurt Arsenal, and then we're going to do the same thing, and we're going to use the brass juice, and we'll use it 3 different times. So it gives me a chance to bring home some more, or bring to work more brass, and we'll show you all of the process for the rest of it. So stay tuned for the rest of the video. We'll kind of go through the montage of all of the cleaning, and then we'll show you what we think of everything after it's been cleaned multiple times, and then just the whole unit. So stick around. Alright, day 2. This will be the second wash with this chemical. And then hopefully we'll get through enough today that we can start doing the brass juice and compare notes and see what works best. And so far with the tumbler, this thing has worked awesome. I did notice one thing, if the rollers are a little bit wet, that it will slip. If you dry them off, it works just fine. But yeah, let's get to it for second iteration of this brass, or of the chemical. Alright, so we've got the third iteration of the 3 times used Frankfurt Arsenal case wash. And now we're going to use brass juice case wash. 1 ounce of solution to 64 ounces of distilled water. It says you can use normal tap water, will juice spots, and then also use warm water. We're going to use water right out of the faucet, tap water, so I'm sure you can get better results if you follow the directions, but it says it should work no matter what. So let's try this, get through the 3 washes of the same fluid. We got more brass to process, so let's get to going. So this is the brass juice coming out. Get it this side. Pretty dang impressed. First thoughts is pretty shiny. Got a nice yellow color to it. Pretty dang impressed. It works pretty good. So now we'll see. Now we'll see if after a couple washes, if it maintains that, or if it's kind of loosens its luster like how the Frankfurt Arsenal was. Alright, so we're on day 3 of the Frankfurt Arsenal tumbler review and kind of testing out brass juice as well. So far, this thing is freaking awesome. I think I've processed over a couple thousand brass in it. Holding up great. So today we're going to use brass juice for the second time, same chemical, and then for a third time, because they do claim that you can use brass juice several times. With the other one, I noticed that the water was a little low, so I'm going to make sure I top it off just to make sure there's enough fluid in there. We'll discuss this at the end of the video, some of the things I found with that. But yeah, we will finish this up and kind of do a review what we saw, what we after this, and got some ideas for some other tests we're going to keep on doing. So look out for those videos.